Good afternoon. It's a Wednesday afternoon, and we are in the party, in the building. The real solo. What's up, my brother?
What's up? It's the ladies' edition. It's the ladies' Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because DJ Cham has been playing the best mix right here.
Uninterrupted. On a Wednesday.
That was a beautiful session right there.
And a beautiful set. So, welcome to the show. Of course, I'm your host, Charles Otieno, and the real solo. And we want to unpack very many things happening. The biggest thing is that if you've not fueled your car, hey, this drama, this trouble.
There's trouble.
Serious trouble.
Actually, it's coming, and everybody should be aware. All drivers should be aware.
Yeah, it's trouble.
If possible, unajua kuna watu wanaekanga tu 500.
Usiweke mafuta ya 500.
Just fuel
things
your car.
Are bad.
Yeah,
the world over.
Yeah, there could be a risk of fuel shortage.
Yeah, already in Philippines, it's a national emergency. In many other countries, it's a national emergency because there's no fuel.
Yeah.
And guys can't go to work.
So
in Kenya, there's rationing already going on.
Yes.
The big petrol stations like Ruby's might have some fuel.
Yeah.
But the smaller ones, you realize when you're driving, do not bet on getting the next station.
Yeah, actually, there's somewhere I went to fuel and there's only one pump that was working.
Yeah.
Because the rest, they said, this one does not have fuel. So it should be a call to every driver out there. If you know you have a critical situation or you have something that you have to attend to, just make sure you have enough gas in your tank. Fuel, at least some good substantial amount, so that in case of anything, then you're safe to go.
Yeah, because if you do not have fuel, remember that our strategic storage is depleted already, and it looks like we will not get fuel unless the Hormuz Strait is opened.
Yes.
That means we do not have more fuel coming in.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're driving and you own a car or you know you use a lot of fuel, please stock some bit of fuel, because unless you get somewhere we can buy fuel as a republic, most of the world states are already in world crisis over oil.
Yes.
So crisis is here, and make sure that you find a way. And also the prices will go up.
Yes, they definitely will.
They'll hike. They'll go up.
Because, they always take advantage.
Yeah.
Even whether there's fuel. Sometimes they'll say they don't have. Well, they have so that they can increase the rates and the sales go higher.
So make sure that you know what's happening. Make sure that since we present to you the Spice Drive, and if you're going to drive, make sure you have fuel.
That's
and
true.
we offer you that there are some petrol stations which have a bit of fuel, not all of them. So make sure that you have a reserve that can keep you going at the critical time which we are facing at the moment. Away from that, the Mike Mbuvi Sonko went to see Marie Claire yesterday.
Yes.
It is interesting.
Yes.
And then one of my friends, Don, who we work out with, says this character, Opio, is a gambler.
He's a gambler.
Yeah. He gambles kubet, anabet sana.
Anabet sana. So it could have been a case of pesa ilikulwa. Aliekelea head ikaenda. Aliekelea kichwa. Yeah, and I had a conversation with Mike Sonko earlier today.
Yeah.
And I said that they'll go to all extreme levels to see if they can assist the girl. Says so many recent cases of gender-based violence, and they are pursuing them. They're trying to see how they can help out all those people who have been hurt and all those people who have been assaulted. It's not a small thing. It's a very, very big thing.
Yeah, it's really sad that many Kenyans, that this week alone, 4 women were attacked, GBV, and that raises a question on the police reaction to GBV victims. Yeah. And with this gender desk in all police stations, I don't know whether they are doing their job. Is it properly resourced so that women can be, and men too, remember, there's a police officer in 2013 who was also attacked by sulfuric acid by his wife. Shieni. And he unfortunately lost his
life.
Wife. No, eyesight completely.
Oh yes, I remember that case.
And
when he was in the hospital.
Yeah, and he stayed. Nowadays, he says that losing his sight opened his eyes. It's a very interesting story.
Very interesting.
He came around, he went, but still a police officer. He became blind permanently.
Permanently blind.
From that sulfuric acid, because his case is almost as similar as this was Mary Claire, but what probably saved Mary Claire, I think he was in the streets.
Yes. Actually, the video showing the attacker going for her has already surfaced on the internet.
Yeah.
It's doing rounds. There was someone who was trailing her and accosted her straight on, poured the acid on her face, and then disappeared. And people actually had confused and they thought it was hot water, only to realize later that the injuries were severe, and that's when they realized much later that it was actually acid, not hot water.
So I think it's important for Kenyans to avoid toxic relationships.
Yes. Just
if you have
away.
a toxic man or a toxic woman, like this police officer I was reading today, I was watching one of the videos when he was being interviewed by Grace Msalame in Unscripted, and he said that he had come from work in Kisii, and he came from patrol at around 5:30 a.m.
5 in the morning.
Yeah, so he went to bed. Of course, he was tired, and he went to sleep. The woman woke up, not knowing.
She had premeditated.
First of all, she boiled water and poured on the floor and connected to those heater. So the floor was already electrocuted. And then immediately went for the sulfuric acid and poured on this guy's face when he was sleeping.
That's a mind of a killer.
When he was jumping, when he stepped on the water, electroshocked already. He jumped back on bed.
So you can imagine the confusion.
Yeah.
The burns, the pain.
So he could see initially. When he went to the hospital after some time, he lost his eyesight.
He lost his eyesight.
And completely he's never regained it.
Yeah, and actually it was a good thing because I remember the police department paid him a visit immediately.
Yeah.
And they offered him a lot of support.
Yeah.
It almost looked like he was gonna lose his job. But I'm sure he got assigned a different desk.
Yeah.
Where he could still continue performing his duties.
So it's very sad. Do not kill, do not pour acid. If you have temptation of actually hurting somebody, please rethink. Please rethink.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Yeah, do not hurt someone's kid or daughter or sister or brother.
That's true.
Because it messes up completely.
If it's too bad, just walk away.
Walk away, step. Kanyaga kubwa ukienda. So the gender-based violence, and Soko has taken it up. We love what Mike Sonko is doing. We appreciate him.
Yes.
So when we come back, we continue with our conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, it's top of the hour, so we go for news. And of course, in a few minutes, we'll come back with more interesting conversations that keep you moving.
Oh, yeah.
So let's have a break for the moment. And DJ Cham playing for you the best mix of music this afternoon. And of course, Solo.
Yeah.
You're saying something is happening. Relationships, families,
I'm
issues.
telling you,
issues.
It's bad out here.
Things are going
bad out here. So there's a lady here on social media who has just shared a photo.
Yeah.
Of
a heavily pregnant
woman. Lady. And she has said, guys, this is my elder sister, and she's currently 7 months pregnant for my own husband. And she's saying, I've been silent on this matter, but it's almost killing me. Na bado sijauliza bwana yangu sijui nitaanzia wapi. So she's saying this is betrayal and it's hurting me kabisa. Nowadays, blood is not thicker than water.
Now, young lady,
advice if niende nimwachie hii ndoa ama nifanye nini?
Uende wapi, first of all? Where are you going?
No, your elder sister pregnant by the husband.
So what is the problem?
The husband is the family.
It doesn't matter.
He's digging
in
the
Luo
whole- he's
culture,
digging
we
the whole-
marry two sisters.
He's digging the whole farm.
Maybe that woman must be from the mountain.
Yes.
It's a taboo in the mountain region.
No, in the mountain region.
It's a taboo.
It's a taboo. You cannot sleep or even hunger for your own
Sister-in-law.
brother's sister-in-law
Yeah.
or brother-in-law, for that matter.
Yes.
So for her, this one, she's saying blood is thicker than water, or what?
Now, let me just educate the lady. If you come from the Nilotic communities, if your husband, by any chance, if he comes from either Luo or Luya, because Luyas have a lot of Luo culture, and Kisi has a lot of Luo culture.
Yes.
And then that is null and void.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because according to Semitic the ideology, a man can marry two sisters. A man can marry an auntie and a niece.
No.
Yeah.
So you can go to take dowry twice?
Yeah.
The same homestead?
If you go to, for example, let's look at Raila Odinga's, Jaramogi Odinga's family.
Yes.
The first lady, Mary, the mother of Raila, the second wife of Jaramogi, is a niece to that woman.
Okay.
Yeah. Is a brother's daughter.
She came in as a helper or by accident?
Comes as a helper and you get married to the husband of the house.
Not accidental. It's,
Not
like
acc-
it's something
planned.
they know.
Yes, and you go and pay dowry. So in Luo culture, there's nothing wrong with it. In central mountain region culture,
We don't marry.
there's a serious problem.
Yeah,
there.
we don't marry even the cousin you don't touch.
Now, that's a very big problem.
You know,
there.
we look at our sister, don't even look at the sister, don't even look at the cousin, don't even look at the aunt.
So that's what I'm saying.
So first of all, if you make a mistake and you hug the aunt,
Yes,
because you're friendly, they all start looking at you.
And you see, the Luo culture and the Old Testament culture is the same. Jacob,
Jacob.
married two sisters.
Yes.
Luos, we married two sisters. So now this lady, what I would advise her is very simple. If the man comes from the Mount Kenya region, then you have a grouse to chew.
Yes.
If the man comes from where I come from, where bwana nyinyi mabibi wawili.
Unasema you come.
Come, you have two wives. There's no problem.
Follow me.
Wanajuana. And that's why she's saying she doesn't know what to ask the husband.
Yes.
So sometimes the question is, why are you asking the husband? You should have asked the husband first. How sure are you this is the husband is the one who impregnated your sister?
Yeah, because someone here says that there's a book written where two sisters got married to a shepherd who was taking care of their father's flock. It was Jacob.
Yes, Jacob.
Sasa, you are eating the flock.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
I'd want to know from our listeners, because I think this one from people from the mountain region
is a disaster.
It will be almost a taboo.
It's a disaster.
Even if that person is missing in action. You know, sometimes you have those communities where you don't know your extended family. So sometimes you find like a cousin and another cousin cohabited because they did not know the back roots of their family. They did not know each other, but they met in the streets in the city. And then they come to realize later that we are actually from the same extended family, like we are cousins, and that thing is null and void. But where you actually understand what is going on in the Central African culture, we don't accommodate that. It's a taboo.
It's a taboo. And you see, when you're getting married, for example, and it's a relative, in Luo culture, you have to know every clan you're getting married to. The first thing is someone will ask you, what clan are you from? And remember, you cannot marry within your clan in our culture. So a clan is a whole area.
Yes.
It's like here, the whole of the city.
Yeah.
Those are your relatives.
You say that one don't touch.
So for a rule, you know for sure.
Yeah. We are from the same
clan. You ask someone, so you're from Madera, yes. What is your Mbare?
Yeah.
You must ask that question. It's the most important question.
Okay.
Then someone says, my Mbare is nini. What is your mother's?
Yes.
What is your father's?
Then you eliminate.
If If you hear
it's just
by
outside your
coincidence,
clan. Yeah, it's outside your clan.
Some of that person, like, unawambia no. So you cannot. There's no chance of you getting into a relationship there.
That is absolutely interesting.
There's
How
no
we
way.
marry two sisters, hey, elder sister pregnant, younger sister complaining. Hey.
So the man is a legend.
The man is a legend.
Yes.
This one is saying blood is not thicker than water here.
No, blood is greater. That he wanted one and go two. Now, away from that,
Yes.
something is happening. Our women are being cheated too fast.
What's happening now?
So, an astrologer was arrested with 58 sex tapes. Astrologer, 58 sex tapes.
Yes.
He didn't just record them. These women willingly had sex with him, multiple married women. Are they really that stupid that they believe the astrologer could give them a better future?
Yeah.
The man is now facing punishment as he should. But what about these women? Did they have no brains? Ametengeneza sex tapes kama ile Igonga. 58. And I'll give you great future. He does those the astrologers things.
Astrologer is because I would actually understand that because
Yes.
And some of our pastors are coming out claiming they are also astrologers.
Yes.
Because they come and tell the woman that you're going to give them a better future. It's like you're giving them hope for a better future. But sleeping with 58, recording all of them, and it's all willing.
So the guy, someone is saying, here is another Ebangengonga. This guy recorded himself seeing 58 women from the elite class in India. See wale riffraffs. Alikuwa anachukua ile top notch. My goodness, this man is Hey, this guy.
Yes.
He's messed Indian society like
58 families down there, washed down the drain.
I'm telling
but
you.
Astrologers have that. It's common for astrologers to sleep with women, and especially even married women, because they promise them that they are going to give them a better future, and they are going to predict a better hope and of their brighter future ahead. But now this one, 58, slept with all of them and recorded, is another Igonga case right there.
And we'll come back. Let's go for ads and we'll continue with our conversation. Mindset.
Yeah.
And you see, when you're talking about mindset, still, I'm still thinking of this astrologer, Ashok Karat of India.
Yes.
The man who is facing trouble or jail for sleeping with 58 women and recorded those sex tapes in his office.
Yeah.
And you can see that women will go unpunished. But the women were also, I think he was lying to them and telling them, you know what? If I sleep with you,
you're promising them a better future.
A better future, and you will not lose the money your husband has. So the Indian high society are now crying. Ukiona tu bibi yako kama anapatiana hizo vitu. Willingly. And the videos are on social media.
They're already on social media.
They are trending like crazy.
And he looks like a prominent astrologer who has mastered the art of Tantamatra.
Kama Sutra.
Telling the ladies, we're going to have
this world is not our home.
It's not our home, and it's not for the faint-hearted at all.
Women who are married. How is it easy that you can be cheated this easily?
No, they have started that. They have studied that art. That they actually come and convince them using all those sciences and of giving a brighter future and of hope. And a lot of those ladies are ready to do anything, sacrifice anything for the sake of a bright future and, of course, for their relationship.
I'm telling you, it's crazy that the way it is happening, if you watch that video, you'll be so shocked that these girls were willing.
They're in his office, very well dressed, all of them, have a good conversation, and before you know it, they are all on the same ancient spiritual science.
Hey, kumewaka moto India.
Sana. Yeah, but I think what happens is astrologers will know how to manage and play with the mind and body, and of course that is what that is how they will get their way very easily. Yeah. So and you can see even on his table, he has all those equipment that he's using.
Yes,
all those gadgets out there. Maybe just to confuse, maybe to hypnotize.
Is it to hypnotize or just to confuse them?
It's confusing, but they say it's but the real essence of the whole thing is to hypnotize them.
But the question I wanted to ask Hulu, so what responsibility do these women have now? Because even that day when Bang Egonga was arrested, women went scot-free.
Yeah.
Women went scot-free.
And I don't even think there are any criminal charges that were supposed to be laid on him.
Yeah.
Even Egonga was supposed to have been released because everything was on a willing buyer, willing seller.
And even this one, these guys just wanted...
There's no force
There's
used.
no force.
Egonga was not hiding his cameras. All his cameras were well set. In fact, some of them he was placing while they were still watching, even before they got busy into their business. Yeah. So I don't even think it's a criminal offense.
If your wife is going to see a seer,
now you just
be very careful.
Because even prayers would not work.
Hey.
Hata ujaribu kuomba namna gani, kama hiyo imeenda huko.
Watu wanagongewa.
But I think it's the nature of the world.
Yeah?
It's the nature of the world.
Where?
And that's how it works.
Oh, yeah. So, I think so many marriages will end. And it's very interesting that how will these guys come over it.
You will be shocked that there are some men who will still comply. Yeah, the woman will say, I was actually looking for a brighter future between us. Because this one was just meant for me and you. And that is the only way we could have done it and gotten a better future. That is the creepiest of all answers that you'll ever get.
So if you know what is happening, we are saying that there's a gentleman in India, Ashok Karat, who is an astrologer who has been arrested for having sex with married 58 women and recording them.
And recording
on
all
a
of
video.
them. But my biggest question is, arrest for what crime?
For sleeping with someone's wife.
No. What about these boys who are sleeping with people's wives everywhere? And what about those women who are sleeping with other men and they are married?
But women don't take responsibility.
They don't take. They'll actually come and blame you.
Okay.
They'll actually come and blame you and say, if only you were better, I could not have done this.
Now,
yes,
the young people, wako Kadi. So by yesterday, and this Tuko Kadi movement,
yes,
we need to now start looking at the numbers.
Yes.
By yesterday, they had reached 238,000 people. So there's a long way to go.
There's a long way to go.
There's a seriously long way to go.
Because 238 people, as much as every vote counts,
Yeah,
which is
it's
a good
still a long
thing.
way to go.
It's still a very, very long way to go.
Yeah.
But let's not forget that there's a power in the voting. And also, hata ukikuwa Kadi, do you know who is your presidential candidate that you want to go for, that you want to change the lives of Kenyans and our livelihood?
Yes.
That is the most important thing. So sometimes we can all say that, yes, niko Kadi.
Yes.
But then, is it for a good change, or are we going to do the same thing, so that we don't keep on marching on the same spot thinking that we are traveling away? So
now, my advice to every Gen Z is that please make sure that your vote counts.
Yeah.
Make sure that Niko Kadi, iko actually uko Kadi.
Yeah, so that it can make a difference and it can make sense.
Make sure that you tell your friend to tell a friend that the numbers are too low.
That's true.
238,000.
And people
for me.
need to know something else, that even the political elite, they are watching. And they know that this thing, you see, they have already started riding on the wave.
Yeah, but you see now, the older generation, the number of people on that who have their voters card is 15 million.
Yes.
You see?
So 200,000.
So if you're young people and you want to change this country,
you have to
all of you must be Kadi.
Oh, yeah. That is the only way we can make a difference.
That's the only way.
Otherwise, 230,000 persons is only one constituency.
Very small.
Very small.
So Nico Kadi, please push up the numbers.
Yeah.
Let it count everything, make sure it works.
Yes.
Otherwise itakuwa shida kidogo hapo
That's true.
mbele.
It will not make a difference.
It doesn't. But also if you uko Kadi, make sure that you vote.
Yes, make sure you vote.
Let's not be lied to on the social media that Nico Kadi and then the numbers are low. So we thought the numbers were coming. Let's have the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have the numbers. Away from that, there are two TikTokers who met in Muranga, two women, and fought.
Josephine and Cindy.
And Cindy.
Hey.
So
let me tell you,
they have been beefing for a very long time.
They have been beefing online.
Yeah.
But they had thought they had already squashed the beef.
Yeah.
And they met at another TikToker's friend's barrio.
Yeah.
And that is where
hell broke loose.
Hell broke loose. And so it was so interesting how before they started the fight, they started saying, "Weka mawe, weka mawe." And before you know it, it went down. And the bigger one of the two, oh, the way she was flipped around.
Yes.
It has already become a sticker in social media.
The bigger one was with the big mouth.
Yeah.
Was shown the bird of Ngede.
She was
bird of Ngede.
Yes, the bird of Ngede.
She was in Kikuyu.
Yes.
The bird of
Ngede. Because you never see it. It's always there.
So no, I've seen the bird of Ngede. You never see them.
You never see it.
If you come from Central, you know it's bird of Ngede.
Kanyoni Kangede. The most elusive bird.
Kanyoni Ka?
Kanyoni Kangede. So, Josephine and Cindy decided to take it down. And, a lot of those people who attended the burial ceremony are from TikTok. So they actually knew what was happening. Yeah. And even before they tried to stop the two and pull them away, someone had already said that hawa wili wanajuana wachana now.
What?
And that is where it went down. So they are already trending. And last night, because that thing actually happened yesterday, they have been beefing the whole night, hosting other TikTokers on a live session.
Yes.
And everybody tried to explain I hope this now they squash the beef.
Yes.
Because once you put hands on someone else basi mtulize hiyo maneno, tuseme huyu ameshinda na mkono yake inuliwe. Otherwise we just get them a ring somewhere on Nyayo Stadium, waingie wawili wamenyane vilivyo, tujue mshindi ni nani.
ama we call them Kanyoni Kangede.
Kanyoni Kangede. Yeah, but it was quite hilarious how they met. So someone explained to me that they actually had some beef going on, and there was a lot of name calling on social media. They had thought, one had thought that they had already squashed the beef, but it was not official. So yesterday during the burial ceremony, they met in person, and then they decided, let's take it down.
And finally, before we go for some music and news, someone is saying that a conscious woman will choose a man who taught her something of a man who bought her something.
That's very true.
In Nairobi, is it possible?
Yes, it is. Sometimes you can teach someone, but the one who will take the day is the one who bought.
In this city?
Yes, you can teach someone and say,
atakwambia hizo
teaching zako,
hizo motivation speaker. Peleka huko.
Mimi nimesema nataka unibuy hii iPhone.
I want iPhone.
Yeah.
So your motivation as you can work hard and get iPhone. So this thing doesn't work for us.
Yeah.
But a conscious woman, that's what they're saying. A conscious woman will choose a man who taught her something.
But they're very few.
They're very few.
Yeah,
because most of them will choose a man who
bought something. Yeah. Not the one who taught her business.
Yes.
Telling her ati unajua ukifungua kioski ya nyanya inaweza uza usupply hapa mahali yote. Nakwambia wewe na maunyanya yako peleka huko. Mimi nataka iPhone 18.
And then you can stimulate her mind.
Yes.
But the man who takes her home will be the man who gives her money.
Exactly, because stimulation nowadays goes nowhere with no finance.
There's no romance with her?
Stimulation without finance. It only lasts a second. It's a head rush.
It's a head rush?
Yeah.
Hakuna kitu hapo.
Hakuna kitu.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think, but we are saying, women are saying, wewe kama huna kitu kwa mkono, wacha maswali mingi.
Na manini hapa motivational.
Unakuwa motivational speaker.
Peleka huko, university fundishe huko. That's true.
So, let's take a short break, Solo. When you come back, come with news, and also I want to tell you what's happening on the roads. It's of course Wednesday, so we know when we are ready, almost going home. It's 53 minutes past 4 o'clock. In a few, we go for news. Keep listening.
Oh yeah.
So now, Solo, there are many things happening. We were talking about that issue down there.
Yes.
But now there's away from Africa, a patient who intervened to prevent a bombing at a hospital has been hugged, and a man has been planning to help calm him down. Nathan Niwe, who was received the George Medal for the King in recognition of his bravery, spent 2 hours persuading lone wolf terrorists Mohammed Farouk to abandon his plan at St. James Hospital in Leeds in 2023. This guy wanted to bomb a hospital. So in his first interview, Nube, who is 35, said that I hate going to hospitals, but at that day I was in there for a reason, and it was not to get better. I was in there because that was happening. Farouk, who worked at the hospital, was later convicted of preparing acts of terrorism and was jailed for minimum of 37 years. 37 years.
37 years.
This guy wanted to bomb. Why do you bomb a hospital?
You know, so many people have so many issues in this world.
So you want to bomb a hospital?
Yeah.
For what reason?
I didn't know he used to work there.
Yeah, so you decided?
And probably they had a tiff there with the management, and his best revenge.
Come and bomb the hospital?
Yes, destroy where he works.
And kill the patients?
Yes, and teach the management a lesson, which is a very, very sad thing.
So, can you imagine how disastrous that can be?
That can be very, very
because
disastrous.
People target other places.
Yes.
Now you target a hospital where you're working, and you work.
Yeah, there are vulnerable people, which is very, very unfair. But you know, the way NAS is singing, the world is yours. This world is not our home. There are so many people who are going through a lot of things. And this includes mental health issues.
That's the madness.
Yeah, that is clear, total madness right there.
Total madness.
Yeah, so it's good that the gentleman who helped defuse that whole action has actually been awarded a medal. Yeah, a medal of honor. And you can see that angels are sent to the right places. That even that day he was saying he was not supposed to go to hospital.
And then he finds this character walking aimlessly, ready to bomb the hospital.
And he had to sit him down and try to convince him not to do that.
Yeah. Away from that, Solo.
Yes.
Polisi wamepata mshahara. Wasianza kutusumbua usiku.
Wameongezewa mshahara.
Yes. The policemen wasianza kukuhara. Now they have money. They are rich men.
Yeah. But you know, in Kenya, in Kenya's traditional character of police, even when they have money, now they're going to be more difficult. That one is for sure. Even when they didn't have money, they were stressing us.
Now that
they have money, they are going to ask for more, because you'll not be compromised by a small amount.
If you're dating a police officer, this is it. A salary increment for officers in the National Police Service, Kenya Prisons and National Youth Service will take effect from July. Interior Cabinet Secretary PS Omolo has said. Omolo said the increment will mark the final phase of pay reforms recommended by Maraga Task Force.
Yes.
Omolo added the government has moved address staffing shortages to enhance national police as proposed by the Maraga Task Force.
Yes.
So watu wengi watapata kazi.
But
And then right now, there is, Maraga Task Force was to look at the living conditions of the police officers and whether they need to be remunerated.
Yes.
So now they're going to be given better pay.
Yeah, I think the lowest will earn up to 29,000 shillings.
Yes.
Which is a good move. Actually, it is a very good move. And then, actually, if they improve their living conditions with better housing, sometimes you actually cannot help but think of what the police officers go through. By the time you see them sleeping with their families in those mabati houses, that tin that look like,
I call them tin houses.
Inakaa kama sufuria, and you can imagine that person at night is freezing, and during the day he cannot even rest in that house because it's extremely hot. So it will be a good thing to check on their reforms, improve their pay, and also check on their living and health conditions. Because if you have friends who are police out there, if you hear some of the predicaments that they have to air and share, they really go through a lot. Sometimes you cannot blame a police officer when cases of mental health issues arise, or even matters of corruption and taking up bribes. It's because some of them, that is the only means of survival.
Yeah.
That's why you hear sometimes kuna polisi anakuanga kwa barabara, anaambia bibi yake wekelea maji ya ugali, hana kitu,
anajua atapata kitu,
hadi ashike mtu, alafu anamwambia sasa hata nyama inakuja. So it's a good thing that we just look at their reforms. Let's give them better living conditions. They could be understanding. A lot of them go through a lot of difficulties. So by the time you hear a police taking a bribe, even as little as 50 shillings, it's because they have no other option. It's because they have no other options, and he has a lot of responsibilities. Some of them enter the police force being told that, or with the promise of helping and bettering the lives of their families, only to get in there and you're earning peanuts.
Okay. Now, away from that,
yes,
Boniface Mwangi is facing fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Boniface Mwangi has angered netizens over Nico Kadi billboard bearing his image.
Yeah.
These Gen Zs, they make me happy.
Yeah.
You cannot
come and hijack anything that they are coming up with.
You can't hijack it.
Because now, Boniface Mwangi, I mean, he's our friend, but with all honesty, I think that is stupidity. Coming to hijack that initiative and putting up even a billboard saying Nico Kadi, well, you know it's not yours. Come up with your own creative way and initiatives that you can drive. Because now it means, I think he said he wants to vie for president.
He is.
Is this the kind of president we want to work with? Let him face it, the wrath. You cannot come and hijack a concept that has been initiated by young people and they know what it means. Well, you have not been there. It's not the first time that Boni has tried to hijack the youth thing. Even during the Gen Z protests, they had to kick him out of the streets. They had to chase him because they said, you are a sellout. Why are you coming here and we know you are waiting for international donors to sponsor you? Then they are right. They are right. So for me, it's a low blow for Boni. Should have done better. Don't hijack things that we know where they were initiated. Come up with your own initiative. Start a drive that can make sense and make change. If you are saying that you want to be a leader in this country who can make a difference. But you cannot make a difference by hijacking other people's initiatives. You are just another sellout. You are another sellout, just like that boy called Makoure. You see, that's why they kicked him out on the streets as well.
The singer.
He's actually, He's actually lucky he's very fast. I didn't know he can run that fast. Hawa watu waogo wako na mbio bwana.
I think Makoure ran faster than his legs could carry.
Oh, that one he did an Omanyala.
Eh?
There's a day he was aware that the police want to arrest him.
Yeah.
Aliona pingu hivi.
Yeah.
Hey, that boy can sprint. That boy can take off. He was on flight mode.
Eh?
Hey, that one is called now flight time.
Flight time.
Like in rally. The way when you're driving a car very fast, alafu it jumps up in the air. Eh? And also another thing that has just come up, I think, and this one has been an issue of concern, and CS Mvurya for sports has now confirmed that Kenya will pay the 3.9 billion
When?
shillings.
The question is when.
He says that they're going to secure this one, and despite the previous funding delays, he says by March 30th, Kenya will have paid the 3.9 billion.
See, in 1996,
Yes.
Kenya was supposed to host AFCON.
Yes.
1996. We did not pay the hosting rights.
Yeah.
The AFCON went to South
South
Africa.
Uh-huh.
Then there was another one which was supposed to be given to us. It didn't even take off. But Kenya has bypassed two occasions.
Two of them.
When they were supposed to
And
host AFCON.
and if you look at the revenue that is going to be generated by such an event,
A lot of money.
a lot of money. We are not looking at how much money. We are just wasting money, public funds, misappropriation of funds, and all that. We are not looking at the profitability of any games that we are securing to be played in this in our region. So CS Salim Mvurya has confirmed that they'll pay by 30th of March, and I hope that they do. Failure to which, because of the many concerns, failure to which, if we don't, and time limit goes, then Tanzania and Uganda will be the ones, because they have already fulfilled the promise and have paid up for them to host AFCON.
So we need to pull up our socks in short so that we land the tournament.
Don't you think it's embarrassing that Kenya is the last one even to pay?
That's what I'm saying.
If you look at the stature of
Tuna
this
madeni
country.
mingi. We owe too many people debt. So, in every 100 shilling we make, 80 goes to debt repayment.
Debt payment.
80 shillings. So it means you remaining 20 to run the economy, to do projects.
Na inakuliwa State House na kwa Vice President.
Everything, yeah. So 20 shillings out of 100 is what you have for development and everything. So it means that our money, our budgets are very tight, and I understand why. So they need to look at it again stop borrowing massively.
That's true. Oh, yeah.
But let me tell you, in Nairobi, there's a girl who thought he was dreaming, and nobody made her feel the way she felt.
What happened to the lady?
What? Character development.
Character development proper.
So a woman has exposed a scammer.
Yes.
We will not say his name.
Yes.
Who lured her to a top hotel in Nairobi for a first date. But instead walked out on her and left her with a bill of 77,000 after spending a whole time whining and dining another woman. Other victims are coming forward, having experienced the same in different hotels around Nairobi from the same guy. The guy is sharply dressed.
So he
invites you to a top-notch hotel in Westlands.
Yes.
So he tells you, you know what? I want our first date I would like us to have a first date. And it has to be in a very exclusive hotel.
Let's go there.
I'm a rich guy. Boss.
Anashika simu akiendanga.
Boss.
Hello, sikusiki.
Hey. The woman was left there with bill of 77K.
But anytime the deal is too good,
think twice.
You have to think twice.
This character, why would he take you to a hotel which I know and it's very expensive and ask you drink something?
No, he must be notorious for that. He must be notorious for that. And if you're hearing that there are other people who are also coming up to raise the same issue or having gone through the same experience. But then, the lady, why would you go with another gentleman for the first date in a place where this is where we are going to sleep, This is where we're going to do all this. He must be notorious, and he was taking advantage. And when he realized that these women are becoming materialistic, that's when they leave.
Let me tell you. This guy is a guy from Homa Bay.
Yeah, Homa Bay boys again. They're at it again.
Homa Bay boy.
Yeah, they're at it again.
77,000.
77K.
You know, I remember another guy also, sometimes back. And I was telling guys, if you go to a hotel, especially the top notch, 5 stars, 6, 7 stars, and you find those chicks who sit there, do not be cheated.
Yes.
And start a conversation with them or ask them to join your table. You'll be washed.
You'll be washed proper. Yeah.
With Omo.
Yeah.
So this guy went to another very big hotel as you leave Westlands coming into town. And at the terrace there, and he was just drinking his usual Tusker malt. Then around the corner, he saw a very beautiful lady. Extremely well curvaceous, drinking juice. Hey! So guy, of course, struck a conversation, said, hi, how are you? Nini, can I buy you a drink? Of course, they started drinking kidogo. Then the woman said, no, you know, I live up here, so I don't think that we should continue drinking. The guy says, can I come to your room?
And she said, yes. Well,
the woman said, yeah, why not? There's no problem. You can drink in my room. So when they went to the room, it's not a room sort of, it's like a car. You know, there are rentals up there.
Yes.
The woman said, it's okay, welcome, oh, it's nice. They started talking. And the woman asked, what will you have? The guy said, Johnny Walker Black.
She said, it's here.
It's here. Went, brought a bottle, opened, they started drinking. To reach around night, the guy was hungry. He said, can I prepare for you something?
Okay.
The woman said, the guy said, it's fine. If you so some chicken was prepared on that what you call that cooker, pressure cooker, very fast.
Yes.
30 minutes with
ready.
Nice rice. The guy ate. Now he's as high as a kite.
Yes.
So he says, can I relax a bit, shower? There's a bathroom, is there?
Yeah.
You can shower?
Yeah.
The guy showered.
Yeah.
Akamwambia, so can I sleep? Akamwambia, no problem.
Yeah.
So when the sleeping came, the woman said, but you know, if you touch,
there's a cost.
There'll be a cost. The guys thought,
kwani ni
haji. So of course, the guy, they ended up, they had their good time. Not once, not twice. Then in the morning, this guy, because he was totally high, he overslept. The woman had woken up, prepared a very nice breakfast. Put on the table. He was on the other side. They put for him the bathrobe and nini. Told darling, you can now go shower and then you can have your breakfast. So the guy woke up, showered, came, ate breakfast. But on the side of that plate, on the side of that plate,
there was a bill.
Yeah. And this guy, when they went to that room, he had 100,000 and his gun. This woman had taken the gun.
Yes.
And 100,000. And the bill was 1.5. And he thought it's just 1.5 without anything. It's not shillings, nothing.
Yeah.
So he asked the woman, so what is this? He said, but that's your bill. Said, yeah, my bill for what? Said, but you drank yesterday. The cost for alcohol is there.
You ate.
The cost of food is there. The cost of bed is there.
The cost for touching.
The cost for good time is also there.
Yeah.
So now
accumulated
is 1.5 million. I have 100,000, so you owe me 1.4.
Oh.
So the guy got mad. Yeah, kidogo. Two bouncers walked in. Utalipa ama ulipi?
Yeah.
Utalipa ama ulipi?
Yes.
The guy knew he's in danger.
Yes.
His clothes are not there. His gun is missing.
Yes, his money is gone.
And the guys are standing like this waiting. So he was given his phone to make a few calls. And they called one popular politician from Kiambu, who is now in cabinet.
Yes.
Who brought 1 million.
Yeah.
The other guy brought 400.
Okay.
And the guy was released.
And the lady went home rich.
And the lady continued with her business in the hotel.
Yeah. You see, a lot of that's what I'm telling you. Let me tell you. Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. When the deal is too good,
think twice.
And a lot of these people,
yes.
and especially if you see a lady who has been scammed by a man, she also had ill motives. It was exterior motives that makes someone just run away and leave you with that bill. First of all, he can see you're capable of paying that bill. Even this one, so they target people with money.
Yes.
Because, CEO, if you had a bill of 1.5, who would you call? Because I'm sure it's not me.
Or DJ Cham.
DJ Cham also. All of us will tell you. Ngoja kidogo tutakupigia.
Those women are notorious.
They are notorious, and that is their work.
Yes.
Okay? That is their work. That is their profession.
Hey.
And even he was lucky that he was a man of color.
Yes.
Given that privilege. They don't target such because they know that money is hard to come by. But if they target a foreigner.
Yes.
I know a friend of mine who was scammed the same in China.
How much?
Lord, maybe 400. He never told me the exact amount. But that is always it's international trade. It's an international scam.
It's crazy.
Yes, it's crazy. So by the time you're thinking, I'm just going up to the room and we have a good time, and you're given your bottle of whiskey and you eat your food and you shower, all that privilege comes at a very high expense.
And you get good time.
And I had a good time.
Oh,
you're thinking
pay.
So you're going to walk away whistling, saying there you are macho. Comes at a it's costly.
It's punitive.
Yes. And that is their trade. That is their business. In fact, I'm saying he's lucky. He's a man of color and got that privilege.
You should have seen dust.
Yeah, there. Those boys will beat you. Those two men who had come there, they're employed. And there's no bad worse beating than being beaten by someone on a level of a shamba boy. And sinojua hao wanakuja kama mashamba boy wake au ni mabouncer. They'll squeeze you. And you'll go home. You won't tell anybody what happened to you.
This thing is very common in Kilimani area.
Yes, it is.
Very common.
Yeah.
So if you meet a chick in Kilimani,
go and walk into a girl's room, but you don't know how she is earning and how much she's spending to be in that house.
Let me tell you.
You're going to pay that cost.
I told my friend Rezali another day. We were when Hooters was Hooters.
Yes, back in the day.
Yeah. So I told him we were watching football, and then I was drinking my tea. Then the guy said, a beer was brought by a chick. Ati imetoka pale. My friend, if you drink this beer,
you will pay for it.
You'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Don't.
And not for one, you will pay costly.
Costly.
Yeah.
We'll continue that story after news. Let's go for news. Of course, it's all for, I swear, all for one, of course, one of the biggest boy bands. Solo, I swear, by the moon and the stars.
Those
in
words,
the sky.
Ionically sana. You know, those days when we used to write poetry.
High school letters.
In high school letters, those ones. And then you spray it with perfume.
Perfume.
Yeah, ile why you.
And why you actually? And you tell the guy, the chick,
open with a smile.
Open with a smile.
Yes.
Ujinga ni kitu mbaya
sana.
Then, also why were we spraying letters?
So that she can smell it and feel love, the scent of love.
And the writing pads had those flowers, love hearts, flowers,
and the flowers in pink.
And you needed, and by the way, if you had bad handwriting,
you have to hire someone.
You have to hire someone. You have to hire somebody.
Yeah, you tell someone.
Write for you a letter.
Uniandikie hii.
Mazei barua nataka kutumia my girlfriend.
Mwambie hivi. And then the guy who used to do the calligraph.
Yeah.
Is the one who's going to write the name and then say Whiskit 2.
Whiskey too?
Yeah, then you write her name. Yeah, that's why now you write there. I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky,
I'll be there.
Anasema midterm. I'll be there. Tutapatana. Midterm. I'll be there.
Love felt very good.
Oh, love felt good.
The people didn't know Mafrumbanya.
No. There was nothing like that. Once you love, you love.
Yeah,
but then the girls never used to give in so easily.
It took time,
It took time. But nowadays, you see, in one day, 77,000 and you get into a hotel room. and you leave her there.
So I was telling you story of Ezali.
Yeah.
So my good friend went and I told him, do not take that drink.
Yes.
So he told, and then he said, no, let me drink, then I'll just buy her
another round.
So he said, sawa. So I told him, but nishauri yako.
Yeah.
So when the alcohol came, he drank his and then ordered for the lady. Then after 5 minutes, we were watching football.
Yes.
The lady came and sat next to him. They started talking, conversation. The woman started buying alcohol. That was my cue to leave.
Oh, you knew now it's not looking safe.
Remember this guy?
This deal is becoming too good now. Yeah.
Then as a teetotaler, I took my tea. I told him after the Manchester match, I'm out. So they drank. They decided they are going home. Together. So Ezali lives in Eastlands. The guy lives in... the chick lives in the areas of Kileleshwa. So it's like around 1 o'clock now.
Yeah.
So when they were leaving, the chick says, oh, we can go in my car.
Yeah, okay.
She had parked outside there. Very neat new Prado. Fantastic. So, of course, the man sat on the co-driver seat.
Feeling very comfortable. And very important.
And they decided to drive off.
Yeah.
Where? Towards Kileleshwa. So when the car reached near Pan-Afric Hotel, that petrol shell there, the woman just entered and said, baby, can you fuel for me?
Just fuel. Just fuel. And then because you're in the co-driver's seat, you say, why not?
Yeah, so he said, why not? He said, 2,000. So 2,000.
That's okay. That's fair.
Then they drove. They don't know where they're going. Eventually, they were in the house. Stairs, leafy suburbs completely.
Yeah.
The woman said, "Can I fix your drink?" He said, "Yes."
That's where the problem now starts.
So he fixed him a glass of wine.
Yeah.
She went, showered, came out dressed in a very tight-fitting
outfit,
sexy outfit.
Yeah.
And the man could see all the imaginations.
And now he said, "This is this is paradise."
And they said, and also with a glass of wine. So they started talking. The moment this guy touched her thigh, the woman said, to touch is 20,000.
He said,
to touch? 20,000. The guy became sober. In his pocket, he has only 1,000.
He had 1K only.
Only the
good distance.
So he just got courage and said, and knelt down and told Madam, let me tell you the truth.
Me, I only have 1K.
Me, I only have 1,000.
And if I give you, I want to get home.
And you see, this 1,000 is for breakfast tomorrow. So I would urge you, please.
If you get offers, straight offers.
Akamwambia, please just drop me where you picked me from. Akamuuliza where? Akasema, Kencom.
Mali naweza negotiate fair.
So, the woman looked at him and said, you're very honest. He wore a robe. Kambia tuende kwa gari ni kudrop basi. Alipofika Ambassador. Akaachwa hapo. Akaambia bye. The guy, the next day when I was asking him,
what happened last night? You lucky guy.
He told me, my friend, I wish I listened to you.
When the deal is too good,
think twice.
Always think twice.
Nairobi
ni kwa wajanja. Shamba la mawe.
Don't ever accept
those offers. Yeah. And she'll tell you.
This girl who accepted to go to that hotel, 77, alibaki akilia hapo.
Analia hapo peke yake.
And this guy, friend of mine, alibaki kawa analia, anapelekwa home, anasema hii 1000 ya kununulia chai.
Ni ya kununua kesho asubuhi chai.
Do not indulge.
Yes, don't indulge if you don't know someone.
Ooh, don't.
Yeah,
don't even give them time.
You don't even know what you're getting into.
This city has very many people who are doing business.
Because as a man, you'll think, oh, how lucky can I be?
Yeah.
I'm just the luckiest bastard in this town. But you don't know, actually, you're actually getting into a trap.
This town, do not try some things.
Absolutely.
If you try, you'll be in trouble.
Yeah, you'll pay. It will cost you, and it will cost you big.
Yeah, so don't ever. Where?
That's true.
So clearly, that's what was happening. Then there's the lady here, Pastor Mokoro. This, it says DA pastor. Is saying about those two incidences of usikule pesa ya mwanaume. What she doesn't understand. Nairobi girls won't listen to her.
No, they will not.
Nairobi girls.
They are daring.
Nairobi girls. You tell her don't eat a man's money.
Yeah.
You're out of your mind.
Yeah, they'll see you just like a motivational speaker.
Actually, she's a motivational speaker.
That's how she can continue doing her craft. But they'll take the money. They'll take the money.
You tell them, do not date a married man.
Don't date a married man because blah, blah, blah.
That one.
And there's money involved.
You're talking to yourself.
Yes, that's true.
So that's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. So the 14th edition of Kalasha Awards and Film TV Awards were announced yesterday, March 25th, with short film Awadwa leading with 14 nominations. The second most nominated film is Sukari with 13 nominations, followed with The Dog with 10. This year's nominations paint a picture of industry in transition, with both big budget production and intimate storytelling films standing out. So if you know Kalasha Awards 2026, the nominations are already out. If you're an actor or an actress, it is high time to know that you will be rewarded.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be rewarded.
And we must give it up to them for holding the awards for quite a long time.
Yeah.
They have been very, very consistent. And it's good for the art industry, for the art and creative industry.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, if you know, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Away from that, CS Opio and before that, there's a Kenyan bishop who has been sentenced to 75 years in prison for defilement. So this guy is a bishop, a very rich bishop with a school and an orphanage in Kisumu, was accused of raping a child in an orphanage. Lakini anasema it was a setup, but remember, every prisoner claims they are innocent.
Nobody says that they were guilty.
Yeah.
Everybody says because even if it's a setup, there must have been a background story to it.
Yes.
And then the worst thing here is you're defiling an underage, a minor.
Yeah.
Well, you deserve to be behind bars. We cannot condone that.
Yeah, so if you're a police officer and if you're a pastor, sometimes do not get yourself into these things. Tafuta bibi uoe.
Yes, that's true.
Get a girl. Don't get the vulnerable.
That's not right. Wrong. That's very, very wrong.
So let's take a short break. Okay. When we come back, we come with traffic news. And then we talk about the story of Bosco, the dog.
It's called Bosco the Survivor.
The Survivor. And then we come with the traffic news. Keep listening. Thank you very much for listening to us this afternoon on Wednesday. Of course, we enjoyed your company. In a few minutes, we are going for news. And after, Kevin Matera will be here with the After Hours show. So we wish you a pleasant and wonderful evening. And we say, as usual, solo.
Adios.
Adios.